Welcome. I knew you were going to be trouble straight away. We're back into the Bare Bones podcast with Chelsea Hobbs.
Hello there.
On the phone, as always, constantly on the phone.
Yeah, as always.
Well, in fact, you are one of the people I know who uses phones for what they're for. Like, we were talking about what should we talk about? Look up a subject.
Yeah, I use it for social media. I use it for my marketing. Everything. My promo. I'm famous. So, yeah. Just everything.
All right. Well, what are you promoting?
Myself, my dogs. At the minute, I'm loving Poker Face. So, spending quite a bit of time on that. If you're not on it, add me, Chelsea Hobbs at hotmail.co.uk.
What is going on in the world of Instagram pages for dogs?
Well, there's quite a lot of sad people out there. I don't know if you're partial to the world of dog Instagram, but such words as friends, I had never heard those before. Yeah, portraits instead of pictures. Just a lot of sad people really posting about their dogs, and I am one of them.
Do you... I think it was Ed writes things like it's been said by the dog.
That's not me. That's Ed. He hacks into the page. That is Ed. He flirts with dogs. It's not me. It is not me. No way. So,
I mean, what's I suppose the aim is to get loads of free stuff.
Yeah, get free stuff. Flirt with dogs. Yeah, that's about it.
And how's it going?
It's going well. I mean, I've got leads, I've got cash, I've got pictures. Every time I put a picture of me, it exceeds 100 likes, which is natural. I've got a great body, so obviously going to happen, isn't it?
Are we talking about you or the dog?
Talking about me.
Talking about you.
I do heavily filter my pictures. Like my face is, it's just flawless, and the dog just looks like it's been dragged through a hedge. But
is the follower count high?
Yeah, into the grounds. Into the grounds.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Let me have a look.
Pull it up there. Let's have a quick look.
If you're listening,
I think I'm sitting at about like 1100 or something.
I'm at 1133. So
I'm as popular as a dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to 8,000. No, 80,008 and then 5, whatever that number is. So it spells boobs. And then I'm just going to cancel. So
8,080. No, what would it be?
80,085. 80085.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Okay.
And then I'm probably just going to call it a day.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got
on my personal, like 500.
You've got your dog crates going on.
Dog crates.
This is prime time.
Big up the House of Dog.
Yeah.
Buy a crate, rebar and pine. You know you want it. I can sell it to you. If you need door handles, get in touch. 0800 Knobs and Knockers. Big up.
So that was my next thing I wanted to say, because you've just come from work.
Yeah.
Well, for people who don't know, you work for a company called Knobs and Knockers.
Yeah.
Which, at first glance, it's like, oh, hello. What's she up to?
And at second glance, it still is.
So you're selling door handles, basically.
Yeah. Selling knobs, knockers, levers, everything.
And this is going
viral.
Is it? Is it called being are you a rep? Is that what it is?
Don't just call me a rep.
Is that what it is?
It's so much more than being a rep. Do not
undermine
what
I'm saying
role.
is you're not sat in an office. You're going to.
I'm going to people that
want to
visit my knockers.
So, how is it working in a sort of, because you're going to building sites, you're meeting builders all the time.
Yeah.
How do you find it working in a male dominated area?
I'd say that's quite sexist, actually. So
do you think so?
I think that's quite sexist of you to say,
because years ago my sister worked for a kitchens company, and she had to do the same, and she said it was like a lot of the builders were a bit creepy.
They are.
Do you find that?
Not well, being me, yes. Like who isn't going to look at the goods I have to display?
Sure.
If things do get slightly awkward and conversation fizzles out, you just drop a pen on the floor, bend over. Sale's a sale.
Okay, right. You're
but-
willing to use your body to sell a door
My
handle.
assets.
Your
Yeah,
assets.
My
To
assets.
sell your assets.
Yeah, sell my assets to sell my assets.
Okay. Have you had any, I mean, you know, anonymously, but have you had any like weird vibes, any weird instances?
Oh, have I had any weird instances? Not yet. Not that I can disclose because it would be far too obvious who the people are. I could talk about another job where I've had weird instances.
Oh yeah, go on then.
In Perth, walking in,
What was the job?
cleaning in the mines.
Oh right, so that's
Yeah, hot and
Yeah.
heavy.
Is
yeah.
that the name of the company?
No, it should have been. Walked into a room. Some would be shocked by it. I loved it. Picture a bald man. He kind of looked like a bit of mashed Play-Doh.
Sort of Phil Mitchell vibe.
You walk in, they're doing night shifts. He's there, absolutely naked, noshing one off. Yeah.
Did he have a
That
hard
was
hat
just
on
another
it,
day in
did
the
he?
office. He didn't have a hard hat on, no, but he did have a hard hat.
So what happened then? You go in. There's a guy in
I
there.
accidentally fell on him. No, I didn't. I just said, no, I'll come back in a bit.
Right.
What else can you say? Do you need your
Yeah.
bed sheets cleaned?
Put it on the list.
Make a crusty mess for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's probably the most awkward thing that's ever happened at work. Yeah, probably that.
You've always had quite because I imagine
Mm.
when you're chatting to the builders
Mm.
you're like this.
Yes,
Take no shit.
you have to, but you
Assert yourself.
have to kind of mask your personality a bit. So I have to be semi-normal until you reach a level, and then you can be yourself. You're like, okay, this person,
You got to be
this
professional.
person gets me,
Yeah.
and then you're in with the jokes. Yeah.
And does that go well sales wise?
Well, it's going well for mates wise, but
Yeah.
sales will follow, I'm sure.
Okay. Because even when you worked at Spark,
Mm.
that seemed like you just did whatever you wanted all the time.
Don't say that. No, I didn't. I didn't.
You did. You were constantly
Nah.
photoshopping pictures of yourself, like doing conga lines or whatever you was doing.
No, I
It was
worked
like-
hard there.
It was like
Had
a
to take
fun
5 months.
job, though.
I had to take 5 months stress leave. that was a fun job. It was the people that were there that made it fun. But there was an awkward moment that happened there, actually. There is a guy called Dan Fellintown. He is still about. He will say to this day, probably, that it was me that did it, but I think it was group effort. There was a guy that was using one of the... So you have the phones that are set up for people to try. And he was...
Well, in the shop, the
Yeah.
display things.
They used to be hooked up to the Wi-Fi. This is so horrible. Nobody judge me for this. He was on one of the phones and he was messaging his girlfriend because he'd run out of data, and it used to piss me off because I felt like I had power there.
So that's like he's coming in to just use it
Yeah.
when his phone runs out.
Yeah.
Like people who go into the chemist to get a little spray.
Yeah. Like me.
Right.
Yeah, I always do that. He was texting his girlfriend anyway. He left and he forgot to log out. I didn't realise he was hanging around the food court, so I went onto the phone after him and messaged his girlfriend and said, "I don't want to be with you anymore." I didn't do it. It was me and Dan, mainly me, but a bit of Dan there too. Anyway, he comes running in, crying, like, "What have you done? My girlfriend's called me crying. She's screaming at me. She's so angry." But I told Jason to go and look at the messages, so we just blamed it on him. And he was fuming, livid. Yeah, so they just had to have a little meeting in the food court.
What?
Yeah.
And what did you meet the girlfriend?
No, of course didn't know. She's probably intimidated by me because I'm beautiful. But
So he said, "Oh, the people in the phone shop did it."
Who's going to believe him, though?
Well, that's what I mean.
Who's going to believe him?
Did you ruin a relationship?
Maybe. If it's meant to be, it's meant
Look
to be.
at this, heartless.
It's good when there are obstacles to overcome in relationships, and I put an obstacle out there that day. Yeah.
Poor lad.
Yeah. I don't know what his name is. So I tried to get in touch with him afterwards. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if you're listening,
Phone in.
whatever your name was, the girlfriend, it wasn't his fault.
And you can be next week.
But, you know,
Okay.
at the same time, it's like, do you want to be dating someone who, at that age,
Can't afford data.
Yeah, doesn't have data on their phone, you know?
Nah.
Grow up, innit?
Yeah, get live.
It's like they were talking on the radio, saying, would it be a deal breaker if your partner didn't have a driving license?
It would be more of a deal breaker if your boyfriend was on Tesco prepaid. I think that's a big one.
Because they were saying after so long in the relationship, if one of you's just constantly driving to see the other one all the time, whatever. But then that was what they were saying. It's more of an underlying thing, like why haven't you got a driving license at this age? Or if you have, why haven't you got a car?
Yeah. I was in a
It's
relationship where I was the only one that drove.
Drove him mad. Oh,
Mental, lock you up. But I used to feel so cool, just bezzing around. Where was it? Nottingham with him and his mates. And then I just realised they were using me for 2 years for lifts everywhere.
That's it. Yeah,
So,
take us to the shops and that.
Yeah, all the time. It was literally around the corner. He got well fat. So
Yeah, it's a funny one, that, isn't it?
mm.
I was quite lucky. I was like one of the last to get a car in my group, so I never got the abuse. But I remember the arguments, man, over like petrol money. You gonna chuck in for some petrol money? I was like, we're only going around the corner. Yeah, just a couple of quid, just a couple bit of coins in for petrol.
I met someone. This is. I thought this was embarrassing. They gave me a lift somewhere, and I was being polite. It was literally, I think it was the length of Frankton Road, and I was like, "Oh, I'll give you petrol money. Like, thank you so much for giving me a lift." And they pulled into BP, and they were like, "Oh, it's $7. So you got your card?" I was like, "Are you having a laugh?" Like, what goes through people's heads?
Firstly, it don't cost $7 to drive down Frankton Road. I can tell you that much.
I couldn't believe it. I just thought the audacity of you, if you like that word, the audacity. I don't even know if it fits.
That's right, yeah, that's words.
Yeah.
But I can remember that, going to the petrol station and everyone had to just, whatever loose change, and he'd put £5 in and that we'd cruise until it got empty, and then he'd take everyone home.
I'd be happy with a 12 bar. Like, get me some snacks. I'm fine. Because if not, I'm going to go in there, spend the petrol money and buy snacks.
Right, yeah.
So just
yeah,
buy
I
me
don't know,
snacks.
man, get in. Yeah. How did you meet Ed?
Spark.
There was just a spark between you.
Just instant connection. He bought me a bacon sandwich. I asked for no ketchup. He put ketchup in it, so I didn't speak to him for 3 months. So
He bought you a bacon sandwich?
Yeah, he dashed down from the work, so I was like, I'm hungry. So he bought me a bacon sandwich.
From where?
Oh, what was that place with the fire? It was near Ballarat.
Oh, Coalfire.
No,
Oh.
older than that.
Before that, Old Man Rock.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Bought me a bacon sandwich, dropped it in, and just ran off. And I was like, does anyone want this? It's got ketchup in it. And Andy was like, absolutely not. No, so we just threw it in the bin.
Oh, does he know that?
I think so, yeah.
He does now.
Comes up in every argument. I've not forgotten it.
Yeah. Remember that time?
Yeah.
You put ketchup in my sandwich.
Will you marry me? No. You put ketchup in my sandwich. Do you know me?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right. Break to a woman's heart. Bacon
Food.
sandwich.
Food. Yeah.
Well, are you on any diets at the moment? We all know you're one for a diet.
I actually have got, girls, if you're listening, I have got a good diet. And people say to me, I'm so unhealthy, but this one, if you've seen me, there was a big gust of wind last night and I nearly got blown out of bed. 2 cans of mother a day. I've had 2 today, that's why I'm kind of shaking. It's good. It's good. It means you're always burning calories.
Right.
And
Surely it's full of calories, is it not? Sugar.
yeah, but if you're not eating anything else, then it's fine.
Okay,
You
yeah.
just shit it out. And then I go for a cookie time bumper bar, triple chocolate. If they don't have that, I go for the cookie. I eat that until 6 o'clock, small meal. If I'm still buzzing, I won't eat dinner. And that's it for the day. You sorted. I'm standing at about 54 kilos at the minute. It works. You tell me on a healthy.
So 2 cans of mother and a cookie every day.
2 cans of mother and
That's
cookie.
not
Normally.
That is terrible advice.
And if you get hungry, vape.
What's
you're
the vape
fine.
flavour? Cookies and cream or something?
And I got this one from a petrol station.
Is it like
It's
roast dinner?
bloody terrible.
I feel like you're eating.
They told it's mango, so I get 5 a day. But they told me that this would last me 2 weeks. It lasts me, well, Ed, if you listen, it lasts me 2 weeks, but it lasts me about 3 days for 2. Yeah. Yeah, I was on the old wizard stick before though, the big one. That looks
Yeah.
like a spaceship. But it kept leaking.
So the style at the moment
Mm.
very much seems to be like all girls are trying to get big legs,
Mm.
big bums.
Mm.
You're going.
Nah, not on that.
You're trying to shrink down.
Shrink down. Yeah, gaunt. Adam's Family. That is
Right,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
with,
yeah,
but
yeah.
with a tan.
Adam's Family with a tan.
Adam's Family dipped in caramel.
Okay.
That's me, just gaunt. Are you okay? You look
You're
a
not
bit
hungry
thin.
all the time.
No. People say that, but people are always stuck in their ways of, oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. I have to eat lunch. You do not have to eat lunch. You don't. It's so much better when you don't. Yeah. Sometimes you pass out, but it's worth it. It's worth it. My teeth might fall out. but-
Yeah, but they're glistening white when they do.
Yeah, exactly. Or just get whatever they're called.
Would you
Fake
ever get cosmetic enhancements?
No, people think I have.
Right, yeah.
No, they don't. No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't get lip fillers, nothing like that.
No, I'd get braces for my wonky tooth. I would probably, if you could get the pinch tool on Photoshop in real life on my nose, I would do that.
You wouldn't have surgery though.
What are you implying? No, nah.
Nah.
I don't think so. No.
It's all the rage now, isn't it? Everyone's got
Mm.
a little bit of Botox.
Nah, I don't know. No, I wouldn't have anything. I don't think. I'm happy.
See, that's surprising.
You look like shit.
But you know, for someone who's obviously like concerned about how you look, how much you weigh, and all that
Mm.
sort of stuff.
Weight, the first thing you notice about someone when they walk in the room, people can say trainers, people can say teeth, it's your size. If you are a manatee and you waddle into that room, they're not going to look at your trainers
Is
first.
it fat shaming?
No, it's not fat shaming, but by God, you can notice if someone's packing. You can.
Yeah, packing lunch.
If you've got an absolutely enormous person that's struggling through the door, you're not going to be like, nice Air Max, mate. Like, you're not.
Air bubbles all
Yeah.
squished up flat.
They are a bubble.
They were 40 psi, these Air Maxes.
Yeah. I just don't want to be a blob. I've not got an active lifestyle, so if I have to drink 2 cans of mother and have a bumper bar a day, that is
I
what
will do it.
Yeah.
Is this like, you know, so when you go on holiday and that, you look good? Or is it just like, just
Just
day
so I
to
don't
day
get
to
out
day?
of breath.
Well, you
walking
vape
into
too
meetings.
much. That's going to make you out of breath, isn't it?
It does. You've just got to time it right. It's normally about 2 or 3 minutes after you've had the vape. So
What, you start wheezing?
yeah,
So vape, do what you got to do instantly.
yeah. One big hit before any meeting. I've turned up to a meeting before. I did not realise this. This was so embarrassing. I was driving down the road. I couldn't find the place, and it wasn't this vape. It was the massive one, and I was literally stars in their eyes. Matthew Kelly in my car, like just in a cloud of smoke. Some guy was just staring at me, giving me daggers, and he was the director of the company. So I got out. The smoke puffed out the door, and I appeared.
Like up in smoke tour.
Yeah, like tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Cilla Black.
I'm going to be vaped off me chops.
Yeah, And I was out of breath then because I've been vaping hard. I was getting stressed. Yeah. That's what they should have in Queenstown, Vapor Society. A couple of people have contacted me to do.
Has the vape got nicotine in it?
Yeah.
Right.
4 milligrams.
Is that a lot?
Don't know.
I don't know. Immune to it
I
now.
just panicked the first time I went in and was like, the highest, please. And now I've dropped down. Now I've got a bit more accustomed to it. Yeah. Experimental flavours.
So, I mean, do you vape for the nicotine?
I vape for the street cred.
But like, would you still be smoking cigarettes otherwise? Do you think?
If this runs out of battery, I near on have a panic attack. This one is so small, I lose it all the time.
Get it on a necklace.
No.
You want street cred?
No way.
How can you not hook it up like a Bluetooth earpiece?
No way am I getting this on a necklace.
I
It
mean,
looks like one of them buttons you push when you're having an emergency and you're an old person.
it looks like something you would remotely open a garage door with or something.
You can. No, it's, yeah. I hope that didn't pick it
Yeah,
up.
of course it will.
Oh, great.
Have a good vape on the. Let everyone see how cool you are. You're not going to blow that smoke out, are you? Innit? Stink out the.
Smoke alarm will go on. It's good though, you should start.
You should start. Take it up.
Take it up, it's cool.
I tried smoking for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because everyone else was getting a break.
Mm-hmm.
This is in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a very busy job anyway, but before I knew it, I'm smoking like, don't know, 5 a day maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
down.
big
Yeah.
time, big time. They used to call me the chimney.
I bet they did. I bet they did.
But then one day, I came home and dinner was like taking ages, and out of like boredom, I probably smoked maybe like, I don't know, but a lot of cigarettes in a very short amount of time,
Mm.
and I was so sick. I got really sick, and that was it. Then that from that moment, the smell of cigarettes was just like, get it away from me.
What did
Not
you have for dinner
interested.
that night?
I didn't eat.
You didn't eat?
I didn't eat. I was throwing up too much from smoking too much.
I've never had that. I've never had that. It just makes me feel euphoric. I think when you get a real good hit on the haze, this one's called cool. They always have cool names.
Haiz.
Yeah, yeah, it's ironic 'cause I'm in Lake Hayes at the minute, but they just have cool names. Like, there's nothing more satisfying than leaning over the counter, like, right, mate, can I have some fizzy kush? You just feel like a G.
Kush.
Yeah, everyone in the shop stops, like, who is this bad man?
So the last one, this one doesn't take the liquid.
No, you get little pods. No one in BP has a clue what you're trying to buy.
Because the other one used to juice it up all the time.
Yeah, juice it up all the time. Got that off Vape Boss. Big up Vape Boss.
Vape Boss.
Best in Queenstown.
What, does he import it or does he make it or what?
I think he makes it, yeah. Homegrown.
Homegrown
Support local.
fizzy kush.
Yeah. He didn't do Fizzy Kush though, no.
What was your number one flavour?
Demango Unchained.
Django Unchained.
Demango.
Demango. Is that
Demango.
D apostrophe?
I think it's a push on Django. So
Oh,
it's very clever.
right,
Very
got
clever,
ya.
yeah.
Oh,
Very clever. Oh,
look at
someone
this. Phone's pinging off all the time.
Poker face. Drop everything. Sam is playing.
So you're a bit of an online gambler now.
Nah. Scratch cards. Yeah, I've excluded myself off Gala Bingo. Spending a lot on there. There's no thrill like getting down to the last number and then winning for my grandkids takes the limelight. Like, I changed my name to like dying from illness. Still didn't win anything more.
So this is online bingo.
Yeah, online bingo. It's absolutely great, but you have to get, I think it's a VPN. I had to just hack my phone so I could play in the UK, but they blocked me because they found out I was playing from New Zealand.
What's the stakes on bingo? How much is that costing?
Put in as much as you want. Yeah, you can buy like 64 tickets a time.
Oh right, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
How much is a ticket?
Oh, it depends. Like if you're in the big games, 50p. If you're in the small games, like
And what sort of return are you seeing on 50p if you win?
The most I've won at bingo, £500.
£500.
That was in the actual hall.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there was a woman in the back. There's always one in the English bingo halls. Now, if anyone's been, I don't know if it's the same at everyone, but the ones I went to, there's always a woman. She's so old. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she can't speak, and she'll have a dog toy, and she'll squeak it when she wins.
Oh,
but
no.
I won £500 at the bingo hall in Leicester.
Gala.
Yeah.
Classic.
Gala. It was. I didn't
Man,
realise.
that's the sights I used to see hanging outside Dover's Gala Bingo Hall.
It's a good night out. You get food. You get table service.
I imagine at night it's a good night out. 4 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. That's like, do you know what I mean?
I don't know why anyone goes at that time.
That's what I mean. The people who were there, like, we used to go to the skate park. It was on the way, so you'd sometimes see on a Saturday lunchtime.
Mm.
You're like,
Yeah, you got to get to the 8 p.m. one. Like,
it's an evening. It's a night out, isn't it?
Friday night out, bingo,
Everyone's
cocktails.
been going mad.
It is a good night out. I've driven home drunk from there many times. No, I'm kidding. No,
Don't
I'm
admit to
kidding.
that on the camera. Oh.
They don't have bingo halls there though.
No,
No, they don't. I've looked.
do they not?
No.
No one's interested.
Might start one.
It's
Gap in the market.
What's the thing here? Kino, is it? Is it called Kino?
You want about Quino, the superfood?
No. What, quinoa?
Quino.
No, there's a game called, I think it's called Kino. It's like bingo, but at the pub, and it's all automated on a screen. You just
It's
buy a
not
ticket. It's
Loco's
pretty boring.
boozy bingo, is it?
No.
Okay, that don't count. That don't count. If everyone's under the age of 20, it's not bingo. You've got to get the
squeaky dog
seasoned. Yeah,
toy.
you got to get the seasoned bingoers.
There's a great character on. Do you ever watch Phoenix Nights?
Nah, never seen it.
There's a great bingo caller on there, Scouse guy. He's like, there. It's set in Bolton, I think, and he's like, where you from? And she's like, oh, I'm from where's somewhere that's good at rugby?
Leicester.
Leicester. All right. So she's like, oh, I'm from Leicester, and he's like, oh, the women from Leicester are known for two things: being very beautiful and for rugby. So, what position do you play? That's
bingo.
like classic bingo caller, isn't it? Legs 11.
And then everyone whistles, but I couldn't whistle. But the woman at the back's going fucking mad with her squeaker, getting her tits out.
Oh God. Right. So, if you're into bingo, which bingo's all right. It's not for me. You're also. Your fascination for terrible TV shows is something I've never understood.
I've spoke to someone about this today, and it is not terrible.
Okay. I'm the reel off some shows here, right?
Okay.
You tell me if you watch them and you think that, and if by saying you watch them, you're agreeing to that you think they're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back a bit as well. So, did you ever watch Lost?
No.
Okay. Love Island.
Nah.
You love Love Island.
It's good. It depends what characters you get in there. But
X on the Beach.
No.
Oh.
I didn't watch that, surprisingly. I tried to, but I didn't.
What about Big Brother?
Bits. Dabbled in that one. Yeah.
What else is around?
Love is Blind. That's a good one.
Is it?
That is a good one.
Oh,
yeah.
what about Naked Attraction? You'd be all over that,
I've seen
would you?
that, yeah, seen that. I love it when they naked hug at the end. It's good. And there's another one, the one where they can't have sex for, what is it, 30 days. But I don't know what it's called. But it's on Netflix and it's amazing. That's a good.
Is
one.
it?
Yeah, it's just there's just so many intelligent people.
Have you got a favourite Big Brother
Character.
contestant?
Contestant.
I still think straight away back to the first one with Craig.
I watched that one. I never saw it. It was on. I can't remember what it was on the other day on Gogglebox.
There was Gogglebox. There we go.
Gogglebox is so good.
Watching people watching TV.
That's my show at the minute. But Jade Goody. Love her.
Oh, Jade Goody, she was
Yeah.
Big Brother, yeah.
Jade Goody.
And
There was Nikki. She was the Who and she
oh
won.
yeah. See, they